Good afternoon on this early summer, early June. Increasingly thick, dark-colored overcast as we get some warm air and some moisture from a southwest flow out of the Gulf of Mexico today on this somewhat muggy day in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. This is VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing, where you come, like, subscribe, and share on our way to 300 subscribers for a one-of-a-kind company-made probability-based trading alert. And now we've seen on the sidelines a lot of chatter in my email and whatnot about the AMC GameStop. You can see AMC, we formed in that white right here. We formed this triangle at the first pump back in the mania. Upper resistance, support, upper resistance, support, upper resistance, and we blew off, right? You see that in AMC? GameStop is forming a similar thing right here. The massive mania, the upper resistance, the lower support, the upper resistance, the lower support. Now we're at the upper resistance. Are we about to have a mania and a pump in GameStop too? If you're looking to enter this trade, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on my own radio network or wherever else you share me to. But if you want to play this, you can play the breakout. They won't let you short it, so you can stagger your buys in. We got to get closer. So you see what I'm talking about there. So if you want to stagger your buys, you do it above the breakout, right? And the breakout would be right here. So if it breaks above that 294, you start putting buys in. And there can be fake outs, so you got to be careful. So you start putting your buy in. If it breaks out there, say at 2% above it, you start your buy. Not a financial advisor, nor do I play one. This is strictly educational and entertainment. I cannot tell you to buy stocks or recommend anything. This is just what I would do. So you start buying a couple percent up, about 2% up. And you go heavy more in at about 3.5% up, and then at 5% up, somewhere between 3.5% and 6% up, you go the rest of years in, and then you ride the pump, however high you think it's going to go, to try to minimize a fake out, because sometimes they'll fake out 4, 5, 6% and then crash, right? But that's just a similarity I'm noticing. In GameStop, I had a lot of questions what my thoughts were. That's my thought. The other option is this thing comes back down here really quick, right? That's why if you want to play that, you got to play the breakout and then see if it can duplicate something that AMC just did, or even just come up to upper resistance, right? You can play a nice game there, but you got to play the breakout. I'm not a financial advisor. Real quick on some other shit or stuff going on here. Gold and silver just kind of meandering. Mining stocks just kind of meandering. So uneventful day there. Bitcoin still trying to pump. Dogecoin, like we said, remember earlier this morning when we wrote that our pattern that we recognized Sunday, we said 45 cents was your logical upper target if you broke out of a triangle that looks similar, except the opposite way, is GameStop. And then this morning we said, we circled it here when it was somewhere like 39 or 40 cents. We said 45, you could come up and finish retesting that, but then with the volume continuing to come down, we might trade down towards the moving averages, and we are probably in the 1 hour time frame. We're on no, they're still not there. This would be a logical spot for it to trade down to, and DOGE would be the moving averages, and then see what happens, but the volume's still falling. So I think it's going to come down to the moving averages and eventually down to this right here. Lower support, we'll clone this. I think you're going to eventually trade down there. You could retest for phenomenal, fabulous, gorgeous, sexy jabroni capturing double top. Litecoin, it's traded its way sideways like we thought. We said it could get up to a 200-day moving average in the 4-hour time frame up there. It hasn't popped yet like these other coins. So it could still pop up there. That's least probable. Most probable is what we have on here. It's going to keep dancing and start following down this lower resistance. And Litecoin, XLM, it made its run yesterday and then came down, but it's still sort of in another triangle like all of these. But like we posted, this moving average is up the other day, yesterday I think, when it was down much lower, or over the weekend down here. We showed you this bigger triangle. There we go. Now I'm getting my memory. This bigger triangle. Fuck. This bigger triangle that we were in. Same thing as how we dissected Doge and then Ethereum, what we thought. This one was another one. All these were in the same formation, and we thought they could come up to upper resistance, or at the very least the 200-day moving averages. And that's what this is here. It just hasn't, it's meandered up there. It's getting close. It sort of touched it. And now the most likely scenario is you could try to retest it again, meander up to get rejected and start dancing on this underneath support and then come back down to 35 cents. I'll keep you updated. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm unloading a truck. Peace and love.